A blessed good morning to everybody. We're on the cusp of Thanksgiving. How about that? 2 days away. Got to speak to actually, we met and did an early Thanksgiving dinner all together. We went around the room and everyone said what they were thankful for. And I really can't remember what Jackson said, but Chance was thankful for soccer. He's a big soccer player. And the mother was thankful for them, and so on and so on. So it was nice. Now that's one of the worst things about moving so far away is you never see each other physically. So we're here to gather messages today. And what it did is brought me back to wonder about one of the last messages I gave everyone were very profound about their own healing. So I'm just curious if anyone wants to mention how that's working for you, or about how your reflection on that day and what you took from it meant to you. If not, that's fine. But I always wonder from my side what's really occurring for you to take it in. So here we go. We're going to ask Mother and Father to come within everybody's heart, and the beautiful blue flame of Lord Gautama Buddha to surround our meeting and our gathering here of every soul in protection. And we're going to, I am, our mantra, I am the soul, I am the light divine. I am love, I am will, I am fixed design. So the more you're saying that, even on your own, the more you're becoming it. And that is the goal, and that you believe it. So we'll call in the Ascended Masters and all the angels and welcome those from the universe that are on their journey of the purest light, if they would like to join us today. So I'm going to bring Mother through and see what she has to say to each of you today. All right, so Chase. It's not that we must move through the friction of the world in this message, but that we just sit in the chair you'll find there for yourself, so that we can have a few moments just to share. And what I would like to share with you is love. For I can see and feel from when I first met you that the love within your heart has deepened, transformed, and changed a lot of your perception in life. And I am thrilled about that, as I know you must be also. But let's take the next question from love to the understanding. Yes, it comes from within my heart that this is your next, I want to say, creative move in depth for you, is to contemplate things and attempt to understand them. And how, from where you are, you can choose to not have an emotional reaction to things, but choose an understanding that's a loving one, that's a supportive one, that's a harmony, and that which is like a rose. So when we stop and think of all the roses that are within all the chakras. This would bring about an end result of a lot of understanding, not just love. It's deepening that level of consciousness to another state. So we're asking for you today to stop, feel the love, and then let yourself journey deeper into that rose and understand it. For the more you can bring that understanding into that God experience of you, the more you will transform and raise your own consciousness. Many blessings to you today, Chase. Thank you for your kind words. All right, we're on a roll here. Christina, I want to thank you for your message. And yes, I will talk to you on Friday. So as I sit here and you sit across from me, I have a wondering inside of myself of what is it that you choose to talk about. And I have an inkling it's job, but I also have a side that's coming into me about a young man. Both which are great experiences about choices of life. Both come from the heart. Both need to come from the love that's within the heart. So just let me speak to you for a moment about what I see. And I want you to contemplate within your room, which I know you have probably done. But see if you can hear me for a moment. That when things are confusing or up in the air, you need to bring yourself deeper into the earth. Because once you start to let it lift you up and be head with it, not discerning, not understanding, you have lost your footing, lost that ability to see from your heart, not just the third eye and above. So until we can talk, this is going to be my instruction for you. Whatever this conversation is meant to be about, root yourself down into the earth. I understand it can feel uncomfortable, but we must sometimes feel uncomfortable and transforming to find the truth. So bring the light of your love to that whichever you find, and see what happens when you attempt to let God's love in union with yours touch that which is not an understanding place for you. So I will see you soon. Blessed. Bye. All right. Very good. So, Johanna M., it's been a while since I've seen you. I am getting my strength back and feeling better, thank you. Yes, and my heart feels like it's still filling up from all the love that's showered upon me here. So as I wish to do the same back to all of you. Hiya Kapashana, Joanna. My first vision for you as you sit here with me is that, again, very busy. I see your hands making movement a lot. And perhaps this is some even toward your family and preparing for Thanksgiving. So I would like for you to stop for a moment and let's be thankful for you. Let's give this as a day to be thankful and giving to yourself. If there is one of all the Thanksgiving foods that you love the most, I want you to make that just for you. Others certainly can eat it, but no one need know that within your soul, it's a fulfilling something within you, a giving of the love that you've discovered. You know, food is an interesting place that we have at Thanksgiving table, Christmas table. And we don't really sometimes contemplate it to know that it's where people come together to be nurtured for the year, to be loved and to be shown and understood. So don't be concerned about the fulfillment coming to your table, Joanna, and it will be full and there will be laughter. And even if it's you that must start it, let it be so. Be gentle. There's a master here of yours that wants you to become more gentle that day and show them the strength and the softening part of you, of your heart. And perhaps some things might change for the better. Who's to say? Who's to know? Because it is all choice for you. Many blessings to you, Joanna. Happy Thanksgiving. All right. Let me see who's here now. Cavell. Well, you're very welcome and many blessings back to you. So, Cavell, my first image for you as I ask you to sit with me is you are in a beautiful, in our world, we would call it an evening gown, and in the spirit world, we would call it a placement gown, meaning it's a placement within the hierarchy that you're working on attaining. So as much as that brings you excitement from that, understand the work that goes along with that attainment. It is a challenge for you to begin to understand your feelings, to understand your love and how you place it, when you place it, and how it embraces you. It is an understanding that's so deep, it will take some time. It won't be done by tomorrow, or the next day, or the next month, or two. But it's a very introspective time, but a very powerful, loving time when you are willing to truly sit and be truthful about how you're feeling, what you're looking at, and how you're moving it through the world. Yes, it is true. We can always just give love to things and allow them to dissipate. And yet, that isn't the answer here. It's not about how well you can transform. It's about having the discussion first about what it is and what you found. And then what comes important to you in that discussion with yourself. Perhaps you might want to write it so you don't lose the words. And if it's, let's say, not understanding, perhaps you need to do a journey within yourself as where has I come from? Where are you not able to understand and why? Is it a fear? Is it a frightenness? Is it a laziness? So many answers that will be discovered. But all the while that you're doing this experiment, you will be growing. You will be coming to allow this gown that is so laid over you to fit perfectly. So I wish you many blessings for Thanksgiving and the upcoming Christmas. And who you are is going to be thrilled to get to know you even more. Many blessings. Very good. Okay. Elena, let's see what message Mother has here for you. Again, the first thing I see are small children, and they're around you. I don't know if they're from a school or if they are your own, but they are being great mirrors for you. And I can hear when I say that to you, you feel a little taken back. But look closer, just as all the messages of today. Look closer, and what is it that they're responding and having for you to look at from within yourself? And for everyone, know that when someone who's around you disturbs you, you must take that inside and where is it within you? Otherwise, it wouldn't be brought to you to heal. So, there are children here that are bringing you lessons. And instead of begrudging that thought, I would like for you to get excited and fit in those shoes for a moment and have an understanding. Sounds like the words today are loving and understanding, and it is a deep growth in the process. If there is anger that comes out in these children, what are you angry about? For it is only anger that would bring up their anger. And if you were just in your sweet, loving self, everyone would find a whole level of comfort around you. So I hope you can hear my words, and I wish you a very happy Thanksgiving. Many blessings, Ellen. Good. All right. MKZ. You may get a message too. It is always when I sit with you and I ask you to take a seat here with me, I see out a beautiful glass window. Perhaps it is your window at home, I do not know. But it is apparently an avenue that you have created for you to always have that glass opening for you to see through. Now, I do see smudges. And what does that mean? That means there are some things that you are not yet willing to see, perhaps, or that you are putting into hiding so that you don't have to contend with it. So we both know from the way today's lessons are going, this isn't appropriate for you. For that person that all of you are attempting to be is clear. And if you're having reactions or angers or upsetness or fears of any of those things, there's something still to work on inside yourself and to love it and have an understanding of why it's there. It isn't about just embracing it. I'm taking it to you, wanting to understand it. And I think that's why it's coming up repetitively. So if you didn't get it, whoever the first one was, Chase, then you might get it by the time you get done today. This is a big part of growth. Eventually, if you would study the masters, there would be an area on understanding. And where then does that mean your heart, as you evolve, need to be when it comes to understanding? I will give you a hint. It is for a calm ear to hear, whether it's you or whether it's another person. Like I said earlier, when it's another person, it is you. So may it be that this wondrous clear glass that you sit in front of at home, just the simplest thing of a butterfly or the sweet bird, could even bring you a beautiful message of something that's been hidden and where to look. So I want you to open your ears and hear beyond your human world and begin to let insight come to you about various things that you would not want to touch and allow everything to become touchable. So, many blessings and happy Thanksgiving, which it may not be time for you in your world, I don't know. But let there be clarity. Thank you. All right. James. Good morning, Barbara Ward. I was actually thinking of you earlier today. Yes. Well, I want to tell you it was all positive and that it brought a smile to my face. And here we are today for another message with you. So have a seat and together we will share. And my heart opens at your respect, and may you feel it come back to you. And so, as the pipe of the Indian smokes and the gong of other tribes ring, I hear your heart. So let's think about that for a moment. There is a diversity within you that if you attempt to be too limited, you might be able to hear, as I say, there won't be a fulfillment. So I want you to write with your higher self, and I hope you have that relationship, and ask her or him to bring you an understanding of the diversity of yourself. For there are many lessons on a roadmap here for you with this word. Diversity. Yes. Many pieces to go and fit into a puzzle. Certainly, you could go down one road and feel a wonderment about it and fulfill it. But yet, at the same time, if you were to allow your heart to open wider and feel this other mastery of existence that I'm speaking, you'll begin to know the feeling of completeness of the I am. So, I know I somewhat speak in riddles and have you all move to seek inside yourself, but that is true healing. It's not always being told. It's about understanding and looking and embracing, making all the tools come alive and within. So, as the orange flashes in the creativity I suggest to you, many blessings and happy Thanksgiving to you, Barbara Ward. Oh, Barbie, good morning to you. And as I come to sit with you, I remember the first time I spoke to you when I saw you, and you were sitting on the couch quite comfortably with that beautiful smile. And I believe your younger son helped you with the computer that day. Yes, I remember. So I want to take a moment with you and have you take a moment and write down what you have learned. Write down how your heart feels different. Write down how the joy in your heart moves differently. For you have had opportunity to learn so much. And as you do so, I see the great smile, which is a gift that you have from your mother. Smiles upon your face. For all her or I wish for you is happiness. So it is accepting you, accepting that which you are and what you do will bring the greatest happiness there is existing within yourself. Who are you? You are a beautiful, joyful, loving being of earth. And you have a wondrous gift of sharing that and touching other people's lives. So, this week, for your study, I want you to appreciate you. Appreciate all you do and all you've done, and allow the God's love to come in and embrace you and feel the innocence of who you really are. So, I wish many blessings to you, Marty, in this happy Thanksgiving time, in this wondrous experience of our world to live. Blessings to you, Marty. Everyone's saying hello here. All right, so here's Chase. Thank you, Mother TheoSophia, for my beautiful message of love and growing in consciousness. Prime 3, would you love a message? Yes, he says he would. All right. So, Prime 3, as everyone else on this day, we're going to sit here in two chairs together and let me give you my perception of where you are. I see you sometimes in this place of clarity. And yet I still see you in times of, I look for the word to say. It is those times when ego still grabs and pulls you away. Yes, I know and I see. So you must allow that rooting that TheoSophia speaks with you deeper and more assuredly. And you must decide what is it that you want. What is it that you desire? For the gift you hold from many generations is quite clear. But first, you must create the vessel to have another level of clarity. So how would you do that? You know, many ways. But the simplest is just to surrender. Take 1 week and find and follow every time. And when you get home, write them down. What negative thought was able to get through the clarity? Because that's really what it does, is it bombards itself through the light that you attempt to hold. And instead of just going on to the next day, please try to find time to understand why that has power to come to you or to speak. For we understand that we are a choice of how these things work. So if you can begin to be, I don't want to use the word sergeant, but the being of love, the angel of love that helps you guide your essence of who you are, you will begin to understand greater the light you are and allow it to radiate more readily. So, happy Thanksgiving to you, Prime 3, and I look forward to seeing your enlightenment of all these parts of you that you still grapple with. Many blessings to you and to your family. All right. Thank you for the happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for the message. We'll try to fit in the gown. I will try to fit in this gown that has been presented to me and fulfill my destiny. Thank you, Mother TheoSophia, for that beautiful message. I totally resonate with it. My interests are many and varied as I see beauty and knowledge in many different teachings. Happy Thanksgiving. You know, Barbara, it is for the Master to study and to understand many different teachings. It isn't always about taking a tidbit here or a tidbit there. It's to really allow it to sink in and become you. It's not going to take you away from who you are. It's going to deepen because in that moment, wherever that's from, it was who you are. So, just a suggestion. Wishing all my American friends a happy and blessed Thanksgiving. Thank you very much, Barbara. Many blessings to everybody, everywhere. All right. We moved along quite readily, didn't we? Does anyone have any questions for me before we disperse? And tomorrow will be someone visiting. Who's to wonder who that could be? I do not know right now. But I thought there were very powerful blessings that when you read over them all and glean from that which is for you, there's a lot of healing possibilities. Wouldn't that be exciting? For that is what life really is for. You know, you think you're living a life of working and coming home and relationships, and what it really is about the growth of who you are and how you learn to surrender and not to hold on and feel at peace and harmony with that. Then all these other things will work out. will be what they are. Very good. So let's take a moment and send a lot of light and love to all our Americans and all soldiers all around the world that are serving God in their journey, that they are safe. And we'll bring that to all the leaders of the world. For I understand it must be a challenge and a lot to do and understand. So maybe if you contemplate these things, you'll begin to understand why Mother gave you the words she did, and how to become all these things. You see? All right, I appreciate you coming. Now, did everyone remember to do the thumbs up? I noticed Carol wasn't here today. So if you can all do the thumbs up, that would be great. If you enjoyed it, for sure. And when I go and place it up today, I'll see. Yesterday it was 0. Oh, I'm so sorry if you didn't like yesterday. But I appreciate you all coming. And I will pray a wondrous Thanksgiving for you for Thursday. But I still have tomorrow to spend time with you. So I will see you tomorrow at 11. And many blessings from now till then. Blessings.